This is Talmud. I want to talk about inherit. The inherit after someone's death. After someone dying, there's usually someone who inherits what that person dying had of earthly goods or possessions or money. Now, today we see that inherit and testimonies and these agreements made before one dying is causing a lot of tension, a lot of arguments and broken families. People become angry at each other because you got more money than I did, and you got that car and I got that cabin, etc. Arguing and disputes, tearing families apart. Or if the person dying hasn't really made it clear what to do about paying for his funeral, his or her funeral. If the bill for the funeral is like many $1,000s, I mean, are you ready to have that receipt? It can happen to anybody, anytime. Are you ready to pay for that bill? Bill? Are you ready to pay for that bill of many $1,000s when your mother or your father or someone you love, someone who is dear to you, someone who is near to you dies? According to the society we live in, you ought to be ready for it, and you should be ready for it, and you should have your savings in order to be able to pay for it, at least for yourself and your own funeral and your own dying. Now, an important step here is to talk amongst those who are inheritors. An important step is for the person who is the dying old man over 90 years old, dying old woman over 80 or 90 years old, to talk to the people that are being given the inherit. Talk amongst oneself about what is the plan for this estate, this possessions, this money, etc. Talk and discuss and can bring up solutions to these issues. And I think to recommend this, to avoid the big lawyer bills by having all things settled before the death. Have everything settled with the bank, with the lawyer, with the church, with the priest, with everybody involved. Have everything settled and safe and sound before one eventually dies. That would be what is common sense. That would be what is best for all. To have everything cleared out and openly discussed and debated, that this is that goes so and there's go there, and money bam 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 bam, planning ahead. That would be what is best for all, and that would be common sense. So avoid to create arguing and tension and aggression within the family of the relatives of the dying person. Avoid there to be torn apart families and tears and like tension amongst this auntie or this uncle or this nephew or this child, this son, this daughter, etc. Feeling bad about the inherit and the testimony and whatever, money usually. Now there should be a living income guaranteed to make sure that all people are guaranteed a living income from start. That is what is common sense. That is what is best for all. The good guarantee everybody can pay for their life's expenses. Now, We also need new laws to regulate and to make it more easy within this process of a person dying. When a person is dying, through the process of going to funeral or going to undertaker and to make the testimony and to share amongst one's children, amongst one's inheritors, all this process must be made done a lot easier, because today it is a complicated and it's a very bad and wrong dealing. It's reason for arguing, it's reason for families torn apart, as I said, and there should be laws to regulate this, because today it is complicated, and when a person you love die, you're not really incapable of making all these arrangements, all these phone calls, all these mails, all these arrangements and orderings that you have to do because a person is dying, and you end up in a lot of emotional stress because you have to do all sorts of thousands of things because a person is dead, and you have to fix all things and funerals and all sorts of cake and whatever you have to order and bring and bake and make about. And to avoid all this stress and conflict, it will be the best thing to do to make laws to regulate this, to make it more easy. That really is what is best for all. That would be what is common sense, to make the death, funeral, undertaking, etc. process more easy by law. So, if you're an inheritor of some kind, or if you're planning on inheriting things to your children or from your parents or any other way, make sure you have it all sorted out. Make sure you have talked about it. Make sure you have debated it, discussed it, and have everything planned to the least detail, because that is expected from you. So, thank you for listening. Check out the links below. Have a nice day.